Hey guys, welcome back. Orabomb here, bringing you another one of our live deck matchups. Now, a lot of you guys know that my camera is actually broken right now, but luckily before the camera broke, I did manage to record the live deck profiles and the best of 3 of this match. Now, I do have one game with Venusaur versus something. I think it's just Malamar. But there's only one game, so I'm not going to upload that until I can record more. And I'm just working on getting a new camera right now. As you guys know, I don't have a lot of money because I spent all my money on school. I currently have less than $100 in my bank account, which is very bad. You know, it is what it is, though. I can't really afford to get a camera right now. So we've been streaming more often, trying to get donations. So if you guys actually like, this content, I don't usually ask for this, but if you guys want to, support the channel by donating and things like that, always feel welcome to. It's just something, but because I want to keep recording this for you guys, so that's why I'm bringing that up. But that aside, I'm going to be on the left playing Mr. Orabomb. Hello, nice to meet you. On the left playing Blacephalon. I'm trying it with the new Ninetales. I don't know if I like it, but that's why we're doing this testing thing. So we have a 1/1 line of Ninetales here, as well as a Ditto Muck. And my opponent is playing Zapdos Jirachi. I know this is the deck you guys really wanted to see. And Zapdos Jirachi is a really efficient, really strong deck. It does really well at trading. Especially versus non-GX matchups. It's really good at early pressure, pretty much being able to Guzma knock out any baby in the board, which is really strong. It makes Zapdos very, very strong. It have access to Volkner, Jirachi, of course, having a strong ability. So there's a lot of good that comes from this deck. Electro Power. You can always play it with some GXs. We're choosing to play the Shrine route this time. So no GXs except for like one Kartana GX, so you can use this GX attack for game. And then one Tapu Koko GX, so it can help you OHKO some of these big HP, like multi-energy attackers such as Zapdos, such as Pikachu Zekrom, and Gardevoir. So those are the only 2 GXs I believe. There's no Lele's in this deck, just Jirachi's as an engine, which is really strong because it lets you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you go to sleep. And then with the skateboard, you can switch, and now she hits for that boosted damage, 110. So as you can see, already being able to 2-hit KO me while I'm still in my setup mode. Now, I didn't have a very strong turn 1, just getting down 1 Poipole, so I'm trying to get down more here. But as you can see, this is not very good for me. I need to get down a manual attachment, Naganadel, and Poipole, and then discard all 3 of them to take a knockout here, which is horrible. But we definitely have to Ultra Ball here for a Naganadel. And I think I'm gonna get Poipole first, and then realize that, oh, that's not Naga. Let me get Naga instead. No, I mean Ditto. That's right. I was gonna get Ditto, and I was like, oh wait, I need Naga. Oh no, never mind. I think it's a different game where that happens. But anyways, yeah, I really like my camera, and I went to shop and try to find some cameras. There are no good camcorders that I've been using that I found that are below $150, which is ridiculous, bro. So we've been streaming. We had a couple donations here or there, which has been awesome. So I do appreciate all of you guys that have donated. But be on the lookout because our sponsors at Guardian Gaming are giving away booster boxes with me. I mean, big giveaway soon, guys. I'm really excited about it, so I hope you guys are excited too. Luckily, we got our Vulpix off the prize, so I can actually try to showcase it this game. And I'm just looking up Vulpix's attack because I actually have no idea what Vulpix's attack does. I never even looked it up until this moment right here. But my opponent has 3 Jirachis down. Found a switch, not super useful, I guess. Right, at least right now, because she can easily retreat and she can take a knockout here, which is awkward for me. But at least it activates my B string, so if I get lucky, I can maybe find B strings. She's using Electro Power. Not super sure why. Maybe she just wants to Guzma. No, I don't know why she used Electro Power, honestly. Maybe just to get it out of her deck, but she took a knockout. Right? I'm at 80 HP. She only has to hit 110, which... Oh, she has to hit 110. That's what happens. Yeah, so she needed that Electro Power to actually take a knockout here, because now she hits exactly 110. Well, she only has to hit 100, but yeah, you see what I mean. So there's a Lightning Energy, so she managed to get it, as well as a second Jirachi, if she ever wants to like chain between multiple Jirachis. But she's going to take a knockout here with her attack and take 2 prizes, already putting me behind. I have no energies on the board, only 1 Naganadel and 1 Muck, one Ditto. I really want this Ditto to become a Muck as soon as possible because I want to turn off those Jirachis. And right now, Muck is very strong because we're turning off things like Coco Prism, Ditto Prism, and Jirachi in this deck. It's kind of crazy. But we're going to go ahead and draw 6 here because we just emptied our hand. And that's pretty nice. Let's see. We can manually attach, but we actually whiffed B-String altogether. So the thing we can do now is probably use that first attack or our GX attack. And if we use that first attack, we have the ability to just try to put it in range of only discarding 2, but then she could come in with like an Oko if she really wants to, if she gets enough electro powers. I think you need 3, 36 and 90. Actually, you don't. You need 3 electro powers and a shrine to take an Oko on Blacephalon, which is unfortunate because she needs to find shrine as soon as possible so she can easily Okos a lot of these decks. But she's gonna go ahead and flip here. No longer confused, no longer burned. I mean, but still confused. But at least now she has below 100 HP, so it's easier for us to knock her out. And luckily for us, the Jirachis are weak to fire, so we can always Guzma and knock out those Jirachis for only 1 energy too, or only 1 energy in the lost zone. But a lot of you guys know that Blacephalon is my favorite deck. She's gonna come out here with the Buzzwole, I guess, just getting out of the deck because why not? Next, if I do take 1 more prize, Buzzwole gets that boosted damage, so it's really good. This deck does play 1 of Beast Ring, Beast Energy, I mean, because we play this, we play Nihilego, the baby Nihilego that lets you use any attack if your opponent's at 2 prizes. Any attack on your opponent's side of the board, of course. And we also play Kartana, which I guess in theory we could attach energies to Kartana and shuffle it back in the deck with its first attack if we need to. But Kartana being able to essentially be a pseudo enhanced hammer at the same time as having a GX deck that lets you just take a prize is really strong for this deck, because sometimes you can't take knockouts, sometimes you just gotta take that 1 prize. So it's worth sometimes. So she's gonna go ahead and damage me, and I still don't have my Beast Ring. I need to find Beast Ring here. That'd be best case scenario. I mean, I can always attach and take a knockout. So we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball just to thin the deck as much as possible. Get ourselves Ninetales. So Ninetales' ability is you can discard 2 Fire Energies cards in your hand. If you do, you can pull something up from the bench. So it's essentially a Lysander, but you have to discard 2 Fire Energies, which has synergy in this deck because you want to discard Fire Energies to discard Fire Energies so you can get them back with Naganadel. The problem with it is that like it's kind of late. Like it takes a while before you can actually get it going. So it's not always the best play. We also still whiffed Beast Ring. I need to put that 3rd Beast Ring back in the deck. Oh, and I'm probably not going to do a deck profile of this deck. If you guys want to see a deck profile of this deck, let me know in the comments down below. But it's extremely similar to the old Naganadel builds. I literally just took out, I forgot what I took out. I took out 2 cards for, I think I took out 1 Guzma and 1 other thing. I don't remember what the other thing was, but I took out 2 cards for the Ninetales Vulpix, and that's it. I didn't do anything else with this deck. We are going to go ahead and take a knockout here, taking another prize, hoping that she whiffs an escape board or something. Oh, I mean, not escape board. Hoping that she whiffs an Electro Power. But she has Volkner here, so she can easily find another Electro Power. Volkner being very strong. We did get our Beast Ring from the prize, but now at this point it's too late because she is going to take another 2 prize knockout here and get me out of my Beast Ring turn. So Blacephalon is not looking super hot right now in this matchup. Of course, this is only game 1 and we do have 2 more games to go. And we did have a really rough start in this deck as well. So hopefully in the next game, the rough start won't be as much of an issue. Luckily, we can take a knockout here. No, I mean, actually we can't take a knockout here unless we get Beast Energy. That's interesting now that I think about it, because we need Beast Energy because we are only at 4 prizes. If we were at 3 prizes, we'd be able to take a knockout with our boosted damage output, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Buzzwole, and actually, because of weakness, I'm going to knock out the Buzzwole here. So that's really good. So we're going to go ahead, yeah, manually accelerate there, and this is kind of like an unnecessary play, I think. I think we could have attacked with Blacephalon, but having our Blacephalon damage is really bad, but now we took a knockout against Buzzwole, and we have the ability to take another knockout next turn because our Naganadel can hit 130 this turn, because we're at exactly 3 prizes. So that's really cool. Naganadel can try to carry the rest of this game. There is that Nihilego. I think its second attack is Void Tentacles. It can like confuse and poison. It's actually not bad, but because we play the unit energies, which is Psychic, Metal, Lightning, there's the Cocoa Prism. Oh, so one thing you guys did let me know, that Cocoa Prism actually only attaches energy to the bench. We did make that mistake, and she's gonna make that mistake here. This doesn't really matter though, so I wouldn't even worry about this. She's just attaching them anywhere. She could have attached them to Nihilego, and that would be the same thing. But yeah, you can only actually attach energies to your bench Pokemon. We made that mistake in our Pikarom versus Ultra Necrozma video, where we attached to our active. Now, luckily for us, it didn't really matter. Oh, and we're gonna remember this. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Our Muck is live, and I'm gonna tell her that that Muck is live, and she's gonna take back those plays. Because I wasn't really paying attention. It's really late. But yeah, Muck is prize. Muck is on the board. She's gonna take back that play, as you can see. She can't use Cocoa Prism or anything like that. So she's just putting everything back. She's like, oh yeah, I can't do that. And she's gonna, I think she took back the Nest Ball play because of that. Not like it matters too much. Like I said, we're just resetting this turn because she can't make that play, which is unfortunate, but that's how powerful Muck is right now. Muck is very strong in this format right now. because she can't use that Cocoa Prism's ability. She can't use Jirachi's ability. She can just go ahead and hit for a lot of damage here, but not enough for a knockout, which means we get to take a revenge knockout here. In a perfect world, I can knock out a Jirachi or a Nihilego or something. So maybe I can use Ninetales effect again, although I doubt it. We've already gone through so many fire energies. It seems very unlikely. But if I can Guzma up that Jirachi on the bench, that'd be really good for us, because it's already really easy to knock out Zapdos here. So I'm not too worried about knocking out Zapdos, as much as I am worried about knocking out these Pokemon that are a little bit harder to knock out. Nihilego can be knocked out because of weakness, and then Jirachi can't be knocked out because of weakness. But we are going to go ahead and just knock out the Zapdos anyways. I mean, it is the main attacker, so it's not bad. But the problem is Nihilego can now copy any of our attacks. She can, and then she hits for weakness too against our Nihilego. So she could not, she could easily attack us with our Nihilego's attack. She could use Mind Blown, not Mind Blown, the Blacephalon's GX attack as well. And if she wanted to confuse Burn, she could as well, I guess. I don't think Ninetales has an interesting attack. I believe it only does 90 for 3 energies. DC color, DC fire. So that was not really worth copying. But she can at least copy the GX attack or Nihilego's attack. I guess technically it does do more damage than Nihilego's attack. She did find the unit energy, so she's here. She's going to just go ahead and copy us, and then she's going to be down to 1 prize. So this game ended up being a lot closer than we thought. Nihilego, Naganadel did carry. There's a lot of nah and knee and bleh and a lot of Ultra Beasts, bro. So I do apologize about saying any of those names wrong. But we are just going to take a knockout here, I believe. Maybe manually attach. I probably should manually attach, huh? I think she's just thinking about plays. Yeah, I'm going to manually attach to the Blacephalon. And I guess then the deck zone. We don't need these B-strings anymore, so just get them out of the deck. We only have like 3 cards left in the deck. Or no, we have a lot more. Never mind. There's a different game where that happened. We're going to grab this boy, but we're not going to bench it. We actually want to avoid benching things that have below 80 HP, because I don't want to just put down Zapdos Guzma game. So we're going to avoid putting that down and just have it in our deck, continue to thin our deck some. Anything else I want to do? I mean, yeah, I guess we'll just take a knockout here. See, it's just really awkward because, oh, there's a shrine. It's just really awkward because, like, even though we're in this situation, even though we're in this really awkward situation, where like if she knocks out this Naganadel, we only have 1 energy on the board. As long as we can Guzma up or Lysander up using Ninetales' ability at Jirachi, we should still be able to win. Oh, but she's going for the unit energy. I forgot about the Kartana. It's been a long time since we recorded these games. My camera broke like a week ago, and I've been trying to raise money ever since. But I forgot about the Kartana. Now, this deck does play a 1-of energy recycler, which she is using, and she found it, and she did GX for game, and she just slammed that stuff down. She is excited. It's so funny. I love it. So she managed to win game 1 because that Kartana's GX attack is very strong. And we're going to go ahead and move on to game 2 here. Now, I have to win 2 games in a row. Can I do it? I think I can. Blacephalon is a deck that I played a lot of. It's one of my favorite decks in format right now, right next to Malamar. So we're going to see if we can bring this back in game 2. How do I feel about Blacephalon post format? I think it's still a very powerful contender, being able to still hit those Oko numbers against these bigger HP Pokemon, as well as having Nihilego that can help you deal with these lower HP Pokemon. The problem is that you need to find Beast Energy, right? So I think I need to start incorporating Lucia into my... I don't have it in there yet, but Lucia might be a very powerful option in this deck going forward, because with Beast Energy, you can actually Oko Zapdos with Naganadel. So that's really, really strong on its own right. So I might have to start playing Lucia to get you Beast Energy and the Heat Factory, which is a lot, which is getting you a lot in this deck. So that might be a thing I start incorporating to deal with these stronger non-GX decks a little bit easier. And then Blacephalon is still a very strong attacker in its own right, being able to deal with these GX decks, being able to deal with these non-GX decks that are a little bit more awkward to get going. They require more than 1 energy and stuff like that. So this deck still has a place in the format. You also still have access to Muck, which is a huge hindrance to a lot of different decks. So Muck is still very strong, definitely still worth playing. And you can play things like Zebstrika, Ninetales. I don't know if I like Ninetales. I don't think I like Ninetales because it takes up a bench spot, which is not super great because you want to put down your Muck. You're usually playing a Marshadow, and you have to have room for Blacephalon, Lele, and Naganadels, because you're probably going to play Lele at some point too, unless you get lucky and you don't ever have to put down your Lele for a supporter of any kind. So putting down more things on the bench sounds not super great. So I might cut the Ninetales for my actual build and just go back to playing like 3 or 4 Guzma. I do like 4 Guzma though, but I do think I want to start playing. We did go ahead and Marsh out tournament, by the way. I know that's a promo Marsh out, so it's hard to tell. But over here, you're going to see us Ultra Ball for Lily. We brought our opponent's hand down to 4, and we're about to put our hand up to 8, which is the power of playing Marshadow in Blacephalon. You play so many draw supporters, you play so many treasures and Ultra Balls, that's easy to get yourself going. Drawing 7 there, we have our one other card in our hand, and then we got our Vulpix. I'm playing the Vulpix for the sake of the video, but honestly right now we have 3 bench spaces taken, and none of them are Poipole. So as you can see, it's not like the best option, but because it's for the video, I do want to put it down. I also want to get down Ditto too, because I feel like Ditto is just super important. Oh yeah, so I think I realized I actually want to get Ditto, so I'm going to Ultra Ball instead of Treasure and discard the other Ultra Ball, I think, because we have the other treasure in hand. Because I need to get down Ditto and I need to get down a Poipole. Now, rocking this game with only 1 Poipole is not good at all, and it's not something I would recommend if you were to play this deck competitively. But I'm trying to show off all the things in this matchup, and I feel like having the Muck down is one of the most important things in this matchup to knock out these Zapdos. Now, of course, Zapdos could always just Guzma knock out the Ditto, which is not great. So hopefully, excuse me, that doesn't come into play. But if she doesn't, then that's really good for us because we get to have a Muck down, and then she has a hard time dealing with Muck, and then Jirachis are turned off and stuff like that. So she's going to get that down in Jirachi right now. Ooh, sorry for the muting. I just had a heckin' burp there. I burped real bad. I just finished eating some rice, so it was real good. It's real good rice. Anyways, let's see what happens here. We are getting she's getting Nest Ball, probably gonna get down another Zapdos, maybe another Jirachi if she wants to continue digging, because she hasn't played a Guzma yet, so she could, in theory, put down another Jirachi, retreat into that Jirachi, use Jirachi's ability again, Electric Energy Guzma, and knock out my Ditto. That would be her best play, I believe, just because Muck is such a hindrance. And it looks like she's going to do stuff like that. So let's go ahead and see what she gets off these top 5. And she found Erica, but is she going to play the Guzma or not? Erica's pretty good next turn because she is going to draw 5 off of it if she has a low hand size, which this deck does have a lot of discardable cards or insta plays. She's just going to play Erica here, so no attacking this turn. I guess she really needed to dig just to continue to set up her board. So it's not bad. A little bit awkward because she's not going to be able to take... Oh, never mind. She has Escape Rope. So I get to give her my Marshadow, which means I have another bench space available to my for my Poipole. We got our Ninetales top deck, so we can just evolve into Ninetales here. So that's not bad. Once again, if we don't get our Muck sooner rather than later, it's going to be kind of awkward. We are going to get down our Naganadel, because I really need to get some energies down so I can take a knockout here. Hopefully it can evolve into Muck this turn, but our hand is kind of in this really awkward position. Did I just... Oh, okay, I was about to say, did I just attach to my hand that Naganadel? What's going on? We're going to stretch her, get down the Marshadow, and just use the Marshadow. So back to not having another Poipole down, but our hand was really dead. I really needed to get a draw supporter or like a manual attachment or something. So it's not a bad play. It's just not the most optimal play because, I mean, well, we couldn't do anything about it, right? We didn't have a draw supporter in hand. We didn't have enough energies in our hand. So we needed to do something here. So this seems like the best play we can make. Ideally, we can get our Ultra Ball or Treasure back to get our Muck. And it looks like we did. We're going to have to lose this energy switch, which is not great. But we can get Muck down here. I think. We'll find out any second now. And we did treasure away the energy switch, but we did get our Muck. So no more Jirachis for my opponent. No more Marshadows for me. And we can just manually attach, and we have a Cynthia for next turn as well, and we can take a knockout. And if she does somehow manage to take a big knockout here with Zapdos on our Blacephalon, if she gets like 3 Electro Powers or something like that, we get to at least try to use our B-String. We get a Fire Energy off our prize, so nothing too exciting there. But we can still just attack or GX or something. Volkner. Now, I know I was originally playing Blacephalon as a deck that uses GX attack right away and then abused Hala. But I found that most of the time I actually want to do my Burn, Confuse, and attack, and then GX for game as opposed to just GXing right away to use Hollow more, because I just, especially now that we have Erica, I might just shove in a couple Ericas into this deck and call it a day, honestly. Most of the time I want to draw more and not shuffle my hand back in the deck, so Erica might be good. But at the same time, I don't know if we always, there's some times in this deck where we're just kind of like holding on to too many cards that we can't really play. So maybe it's not great. There's also Bill's Analysis that wouldn't be bad in here either, because it helps you dig for those B-strings on the right turns as well. So Bill's Analysis wouldn't be bad. Bill's Analysis also gives you a chance just to find any trainer card that we might need. More Ultra Balls, more treasures. It's essentially like a Sycamore, but we can grab any 2 cards. We're going to sit there here, and our hand is not looking good at all, but we can at least get another energy on the board. We might use Ultra Space just to thin, depending on what we have in our hand. We have a Lily, so probably not, actually. Bunch of energies in our hand and a Lily, so there's not much we can do here. I think the only thing we can do is just use our first attack to burn and confuse. See, and she is actually staying burned this time, but it doesn't matter because this deck is all about the switching. So as you can see, it doesn't really come into play that she stayed burned because she's, but now she's in that range. So now we're just in this awkward position to where we need to find B-string this game. If we don't find B-string this game, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of trouble. What's going on here? Did I get an important message? What's going on? Okay, anyways. That aside, let's move on. What happened in the game? I was looking at my phone. It's all good though. Hello game. Naganadel is here, but we actually don't take knockout. We only hit for 60 because of resistance, which is really bad for us. This is where I think having Lucia and Beast Energy might be the new play for Blacephalon. I gotta make cuts for Lucia, I think, because I think Lucia is super good. It might be one of those cases where I might actually cut down to 14 energies, which I have to test first, because every time I play this deck, 15 feels like the perfect number, 16 feels like too much, and 14 doesn't feel like enough. But I haven't really tested thoroughly enough with 14 to actually feel that way. And if we're going to play Lucia, we at least get Hate Factory more, which means we can draw more and discard more. So maybe it might be worth. It's just like getting Lucia early doesn't seem very good, and I wouldn't want to play Lucia more than a 1-of. But it is just Lele searchable and seems not bad at all. But then if I'm playing Lucia, I'm probably not playing Bill's Analysis, and Bill's Analysis seems good, but I can't get Beast Energy with Bill's Analysis, which might be a little bit more important, so I can knock out these Jirachis and Zapdos in one hit without having to be the boosted damage output. So this is just me thinking right now. Like, the game is just playing in the background. You guys can see what's happening in the game. But yeah, our sponsors at Guardians Gaming have been really awesome. Looks like we're going to be doing a couple booster box giveaways very soon. So for Team Up especially, I'm really excited about that. So definitely don't forget to always check out our sponsors if you guys are looking for a place to get codes. The more codes you buy from that website, the more times we can do giveaways and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. And yeah, I'm like super hyped. They're gonna give me this loot box that we're gonna be opening up on camera. We finally got B-string, guys. Rejoice, because we found the beast. We found the beast. We can switch here. We can reattach using Naga's ability. And we can actually take a knockout here, which is good. But we only found 1 beast ring, so it's not super great. But at least it's a knockout, right? We can't complain too much. Oh, I put them in the... Okay. Check it. I think we caught this later. But I put them in the discard pile. Like I said, we're recording this very late at night, so we're very tired. We did catch this, though, so don't worry. Either we caught it or it never came into play. But I'm pretty sure that at some point in the game, I was just like, oh, there's not enough energies in the discard pile here. I took 2 prizes. So don't worry about it, guys. It's going to be caught. She did bump the stadium. So Shrine is down. Now, Shrine is actually really big in this matchup because she can start taking down the Leles and the Blacephalon, and then eventually Guzma take multiple knockouts, which is really good. But we're at 90, so if she can just attack me with no electro power and take a knockout soon. We have 4 energies on 1 Naganadel. Isn't that exciting, boys? It's all good because we got the energy switch. We're probably going to get rid of all the energies off this Blacephalon. The problem is, I don't know how I'm going to close off the game if this Blacephalon goes down, because we can't B-string anymore. So I need to find a B-string here, I think, and just beast a bunch of energies. Okay, let's see. I just put a bunch of energies on Naganadel, and maybe I can find like manual attachment energy switch at some point, because we still have 1 more energy switch left, I believe. Actually, I think I discarded it early game, so I don't think we actually had another energy switch. So let's see if we can somehow keep the engine rolling. Maybe she'll run out of Zapdos. Maybe she'll run out of ways to attack us. Now, if she attacked us this turn with Buzzwell, that's the name, she probably would have been in a much better position. But at the same time, she also has to find her 1 of Beast Energy, which It's not super easy to do. More skateboards, more Jirachis, more stretchers. Probably going to shuffle back in those Zappy Dappies. Let's see. She's thinking about, she's either thinking about getting one or more Zapdos down, because if I take one more knockout, then Nihilego can probably carry her. And yes, there it is. I caught it. So I did put those other two in the lost zone. That's what we were discussing just there. But she's gonna go ahead and just stretch her the one Zapdos back on the board, because she feels like she can easily carry the rest of this game with just one more Zapdos, one more Nihilego, and then Kartana GX for game. So she has the tools she needs to only need one more Zapdos. So this actually ends up making her deck the most consistent, because there's 3 less cards in the deck. But I take a prize here. And then she takes a prize with Nihilego, and then she GXs for game with Kartana. So I have to remember here if I can actually take a knockout. I can if I Guzma. And there's no more Shrine in the game, in the play, so there's no worry for me of me being knocked out, unless she, of course, Guzma knocks me out here. So my game plan is to get this thing out of the active. We'll see what happens. Let's see what play I make. Because I have boosted damage output with Naga and Adele right now. So I did take back, I think, the manual attachment and put it back on the thing in the active. I think, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to retreat. No, okay, I'm just going to take a knockout here. So not really sure if I think this play is the best play. I think I was better off just switching and taking a knockout with Naga and Adele, and then just manually attaching to Blacephalon here. But this does technically keep my... I mean, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the best play, but she didn't get an attacker this turn, which is really good for us. She did somehow whiff the Naga and Adele with the Nihilego. So this is what happens when you turn off Jirachi, man. Jirachi has a hard, like, this deck has a hard time doing well if you turn off their engine, which is the Jirachi engine. The question is, do I burn and poison? Oh, we have 2 B strings. That's crazy. But there's no energies in my deck, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna GX take a prize here, and it ended up being a fire energy, which is kind of lucky. And now we have 3 energies on this. We can always just Guzma knock out that Jirachi, and she is going to actually take a knockout with Jirachi's attack that does 30 for a metal colorless. So we're just gonna go ahead and Guzma here and take a knockout on that Jirachi for game with our Naga and Adele. So game 2 goes to us. We were very awkward that entire game, and you could see how little that Ninetales does. So in game 3, I'm just going to avoid playing the Ninetales altogether and just focus solely on getting the best setup I can, I think. So this is really cool, because this is like one of the few times where we recorded 3 games in a row, non-stop, no issues, and we're able to just ship it, which is good. I have to find a new camera though. Like, I think I can find some pretty cheap ones online, but I need one that's 1080p and has a really good battery, because we're usually recording for like 3 to 5 hours straight. So we need to have at least a good battery. Also, with this new camera, I do want to try to do more vlogs, more League Cups. And if I do go to Dallas, I'm probably going to vlog Dallas too. But at the same time, I have to decide if I'm going to go to Dallas or if I'm going to buy myself a new camera. We have raised $15 right now altogether when I'm recording this, which is on the 14th. And I'm going to try to stream more often so we can continue to raise more money. But ideally, I can buy the camera as soon as I can and then have enough money to also go to Dallas. But that's in the air right now. Dallas is real close, and I've been testing a lot, and I really want to play. I'm stuck between Wailord Magikarp, Archie, and and Lucario. Because of Wailcarp being a thing, I don't think or Carplord, I don't think I want to play Mega Guardy anymore, as much as I love playing Mega Guardy. Really good start on my opponent's side. 2 Jirachi, Zapdos, Electric Energy. Can she get herself an escape board? She is a Volkner. That's not too bad. Volkner can get her escape board. I don't know if she played a supporter yet, but at least having Volkner in hand is pretty nice. And she's going to flip here for a turn and wake up, and now it's her turn. So I don't know what supporter she played, but it doesn't matter. Going to go ahead and finally find our Ultra Space nice and early in the game so we can get down multiple Poiples. Discard this Fire Energy here, and let's see. I might just bench Oh, there's Marshadow here, so we're just gonna play the Marshadow right away. Okay, cool. That's fine. I guess we didn't have a draw supporter in hand, and I generally want to avoid playing down Lele. I'll almost always play Marshadow before I play down Lele. Just because we have so many draw supporters in this deck and multiple ways to get down Lele if we need to. It's pretty safe in this deck to be playing Marshadow almost every time, at least early game. And with access to Lucia, we can easily draw into a Fire Energy and then draw 3 cards with Heat Factory. So we got another Poipole. We're gonna go ahead and treasure to get ourselves a Lele here and use Lily for 7. So as you saw, like I said, Marshadow always come in clutch for the Blacephalon player in most scenarios. Very few scenarios, very low chances of you drawing absolutely dead off of Marshadow if you use it early enough. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, draw 7 cards again. We even got Ditto and Beast Energy and so many good stuff here. That was a really good hand, but the problem is we have no draw supporters for next turn. So it's actually, like, as good as it is, it's not like super great. We didn't manage to put damage on the Jirachi, so Ninetales can easily knock out Jirachi later. Our opponent can use Ultra Space to get any of my 3 Ultra Beasts. Any of the 3 Ultra Beasts she has in her deck, so that's pretty good for her. If I ever attach my Beast Energy, she can easily just get Kartana and get rid of it, slice it off. She is gonna get another Zapdos here, and now use Jirachi's ability while she can. Finding a Guzma. Now Guzma's pretty good because she can knock out the Ditto. So we might be saying no to Muck this game. So yeah, no to Muck this game. I'm just gonna go ahead because she said she's gonna do it anyway. She's gonna go through multiple of these dudes, unless of course she whiffs the switch. But I think she has a switch in hand, which is why she pulled the second Jirachi up. And there's your skateboard, and then she can take a knockout, and she even has a draw support in the following turn thanks to Erica. Now we can get down another Poipole, which is good for us. We have the Beast Energy, so it's probably going to be short-lived because of Kartana, but at the very least we only have to discard 2 energies as opposed to 3 to take a knockout now. And we're going to get Ninetales, and hopefully we can find another Poipole down. That'd be pretty nice. We don't have any Ball Search though. All we have is Erica. Oh no, we have the Ball Search. Never mind. We can Ultra Ball here, get rid of the Ninetales, and I guess a Fire. Seems like the best play. And let's see. Get down another Naga. So we have 2 Nagas down. This is nice because we can get rid of both Naga's energy on the bench instead of on our active, because if we do get sliced off using Kartana, then we'll at least have 1 energy attached still. But I might just discard. Yeah, this is not a bad play either because we have the energy switch in hand. So we take a knockout there, and she can easily use Ultra Space to get down the dude. Gonna get down another Zapdos, another Lightning Energy, and the cool thing about her playing Kartana though is that we can easily Guzma and take 2 prizes this game. So it's not really, it's actually kind of a nice bait on our end to get down to Kartana, but we also have to find Guzma at the same time. So I kind of feel like I did this a little bit early because she can very easily set up her board to put the Kartana back in the deck if she uses like Coco Prism and she attaches early enough to Kartana. Let's see what she does here. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about using Erica here. She's gonna go ahead and do the Jirachi first before she uses Erica. So let's see what she gets off the Jirachi. Electro Power. I don't know if she'll play it. I don't really think you need to play it because you're not gonna, unless you manage to find 3 Electro Powers, you're not taking a knockout this turn. Well, actually, she does have Choice Band, so she only needs 2. She's gonna use Erica here. So let's see if she actually finds it. If she finds a second one, she does indeed take a knockout. I think she drew only 5. I hope she drew only 5. I think she did. I wasn't paying attention. But she can find a second Electro Power that is a knockout. If she doesn't find a second Electro Power, oh, there's a Kartana, so she didn't find the second Electro Power. Unfortunate. So there's the Lele down. Not ideal for us, but at the very least, we can at least take a knockout this turn. If we can discard 1 more Fire, I think. We're going to go ahead and use our Ultra Space to get another Poipole. Man, I really like my list. Every time I see myself playing the list, I just want to play Blacephalon some more. I really like playing Blacephalon, man. I don't know what it is about Blacephalon that makes me so happy to play it. It's just like, it's such an interesting concept because I wasn't playing around the era when Magazone existed. So it's a really fun concept for me to see like an attack that puts energies in the lost zone. We got a stretcher there, not super great unless of course we do find B-string. So there is no muck this game, so she's having a much easier time setting up her board. But she's already lost 2 Zapdos, so she has to get down the 3rd one and then stretch her back the other 2. Or I guess she's just going to stretch 1 back. I guess since she's taking 2 prizes, not a huge deal. Actually, this is really cool. She uses this turn to attach an energy onto Kartana. This way that she can get Coco Prism unit energy and then shuffle it back in while taking a knockout on something like a Marshadow or something. And then she can attack for free because of Thunder Mountain. So this is actually really, really cool on her part. It's a really nice series of plays. Now, if we can find Guzma Beast Energy, we can punish it. But unfortunately, we don't have a Guzma in our hand. All we have is Sophocles. So we can manually attach. We can Ultra Ball away some stuff. Fire and Sophocles here. Just gonna Ultra Ball, I guess. We can grab our last Naga if we have it in the deck. And let's see. Yeah, Cynthia. Okay, so we had Cynthia in our hand. That's good to know. We're gonna go ahead and draw 6 here. Hopefully we can find Beast Energies. Well, we can't Guzma anymore, so there's no way to get out of that Kartana and take 2 prizes on it. So she's gonna most likely put that Kartana back in the deck while putting me in range of 1 Electro Power Zapdos, which is definitely a good play on her part. We did find Beast Energy. Rejoice, everyone. We have found the Beast. I think we're going to Beast and use Ultra Space this turn. Maybe not. Okay. So we don't really have to use Ultra Space. There's nothing left. There's nothing left to put on our board, but it'd be nice to thin the deck if we can just get down a Poipole if we have an extra one. I know we play 4 because we only play 3 Nagas right now. We're going to go ahead and do that. We have our 1 energy thanks to our Ultra Ball earlier. And yeah, we can just retreat, reattach the energy, and yeah, just put 2 or 3 of them in the lost zone and take a knockout here. So there you go. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We have lost a lot of energy so far. So one cool thing about Zapdos is that Zapdos can really make you run out of resources because that 110 number is incredibly awkward for Blacephalon to hit. I do apologize for all the yawning, guys. I'm very tired. But Erica here. Is she going to use Erica? I actually don't know. She can do 100 damage. 130 damage with just Kartana. So if she can find the Coco Prism, which she can easily find thanks to like Nest Balls and stuff, she might just get there. See if she can find it because she still has Jirachi's ability as well. I don't know if she's used it yet this turn, but she still has access to it. There's Zapdos, but does she have the Nest Ball? Does she have the Coco Prism? She needs the Coco Prism here. She's gonna retreat, okay, but now she can't retreat back into Kartana. So unless she has a switch in hand, I didn't actually see. She's gonna grab the Ultra Ball. She's gonna use it. Now, does she have the switch in hand? Or an Escape Rope would be great here too, because she can damage like. Well, I guess Escape Rope doesn't matter too much. I'll just literally damage Lele or just damage. Or just damage the Naganadel because she's not taking it. Actually, she is taking a knock. No, she's not taking a knock on Naganadel. She's only hitting it for 100. So she has Escape Rope. It's like, yeah, she does have the Escape Rope. Okay, so I think we can either give her Marshadow or we can just let her weaken a Naganadel. I think we just let her weaken a Naganadel, hit it for 100. That's good for her because I believe Jirachi's attack hits 30. So now she can technically take a knockout with Jirachi, which is actually kind of funny. But yeah, she can reuse Kartana, and Kartana is safe, not getting 2 prizes. But she didn't really advance her board. She didn't really advance her game very much. All she did was put some damage on a Naganadel. So it's actually not super great for her because she had to use the Escape Rope. If she had the switch, that would have been amazing. But she unfortunately had the Escape Rope, which we are playing a 1 of Escape Rope in this deck. You can argue removing Escape Rope altogether, and it wouldn't be a bad argument because of plays like that happening. Because if she put 100 damage, if she put 130 damage on a Blacephalon, if she found 1 Shrine, 1 Electro Power, she wouldn't even have to switch to take a knockout with Zapdos. But she could switch to just easily take a knockout with Zapdos too, as well. So like, there's a lot of benefits. There's also a lot of downsides, but the downside being that you can easily, it's a lot easier to manipulate your opponent's board if you just have the 1 of Escape Rope as well. She's looking at attacks she can copy. There's nothing too crazy, but she is at 3 prizes. So if she uses Naganadele's attack, she does hit for the boosted damage, which means if she finds a choice band and can switch this turn, she actually takes an Oko, which is crazy. I'm at exactly 2 prizes, but she's at 3. That's actually kind of wild. I hope she can do it, because that'd be sick for the video. I actually don't remember if she did it or not, but like, if she could somehow take 2 prizes just using Naganadele's attack on a perfect turn. Oh, she can't. She doesn't have the choice band. Oh, that sucks. But she did find the shrine and electro power. And I guess she whipped the unit energy too. She needed the unit energy and the choice band to do it. There's another B string. We are able to use another B string here, which is awesome for us because we can just remove all the energies off of our Blacephalon here. And just let it go down. Because we're no longer at 3 prizes, we can't abuse Naganadele anymore. But let's see what else we can do here. Really debating this turn, but I think we just do it, yeah. She can come in and same as last game, come in, take a knockout with Nihilego. Hopefully I can't retaliate. No, she can't take a knockout with Nihilego, and she can't leave this Jirachi active either. This is actually a really awkward turn for her because like everything gets knocked out by Naganadele. The problem is Naganadele doesn't have any energies on it, so it can't take it. It can't even do damage next turn. We would need at least 2 turns. And like I said, we're running really low on fire energies here. So we have to be careful about that too. But if she can find like Buzzwole and the beast energy again, she can take a knockout with this thing. But at the same time, everything gets knocked out by Nihilego. So she has to be really careful here about how she chooses to approach this play. I think she's all out of Zapdos. This deck, I feel like this deck that I built needs a couple, like a little bit more work. I think we need at least one more stretcher. Since we're only playing 3 Zapdos in this deck, because we only had space for 3, but I think if I'm going to play 3, I really need one more stretcher to make it work. There's a Volkner here, and let's see what that Volkner does. Gets her a Lightning and an Energy Lotto. So she's going to use that Energy Lotto to try to find herself a unit energy. This is why we play the Energy Lotto. Energy Lotto can either find unit or beast, and the deck is relatively thin, so she has a chance. And let's see. I think she has a beast, right? She did get the beast, so she can attach the beast to both of these Pokemon. And taking a knockout here is definitely not bad for her. We would need manual attachment energy switch next turn in order for her to win the game. Luckily, I mean, not actually that great for us. Yeah, she can just take a knockout here. So are we going to lose this? I think we just lost this. Unless we have energy switch in hand. Oh, we just Guzma and GX for game. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And there we go. It's our turn to win with the GX attack. So once again, that was a really good series of games. It was actually really enjoyable for me to watch because it's been like at least 2 weeks since I recorded it, I think. Maybe less. Maybe like a week and a half. It's been a while since we recorded though. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below for a chance to win a couple of codes as always. Actually, today's comment question today is going to be, let me know what you guys want to see me play, because like I need to figure out what else I want to play now. I actually exhausted all the decks I really do want to play. We have a Malamar, like just Psychic Mally with DCEs like spread. It's actually like Spread Mally, but it plays some of the new tag teams. Versus Venusaur, the horrible, thick Venusaur Celebi, man. That card is so hard to take down. Oh man, it's such a headache. If you guys want to see me get frustrated without actually hearing me get frustrated. That's gonna be one video, but once again we do have to wait till we get a new camera. So while we're waiting for me to get a new camera, leave a comment down below of what decks you want to see me play in the future. Drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good job. We're on the road to 10K. We're already about to hit 5,300, which is amazing. We've been doing really well thanks to all this content. Thanks to all y'all support. Don't forget to share, all that good jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.